Join us every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for the Radiant Mind Meditation with Dr. John Gray, the #1 trusted relationship expert, the author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. What many people don't know is that John Gray spent 9 years as a celibate monk and the personal assistant to the founder of Transcendental Meditation. During this time, he learned powerful meditation practices and techniques, which he has developed and refined for the last 50 years. He now brings us his resonance, wisdom, and energy every week on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. on the Soul Search Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube. Join us every Wednesday.
And good morning, everybody. Well, it's a pleasure to be with you. I just woke up and I'm happy to be with you. We're going to begin this morning our meditation. It's Radiant Mind Meditation. For those that have never done that with us, we're going to begin with our body first, just to connect with our body. And we're going to put our hands up into the air like this. And we'll do this for a minute or two. Just putting your hands up in the air. What it does, actually, well, you'll see people will always reach their hands up into the air to feel the divine, to experience the intelligence of the universe, the God force, the source, all these different names that we put to the divine. When you put your hands up into the air, what happens is blood flow, and your body needs blood flow for life force energy. Blood flow will increase downwards, meaning it will decrease from the tips of the fingertips. Now, whenever there's a lack of blood in the body, the brain activates and it says, send healing energy, send healing energy. So healing energy is drawn to that spot. And it creates a sensation that we can now tune into. Oh, the brain can go, oh, that's what healing energy feels like, or life force energy feels like. So if you close your eyes now, keep your hands up into the air, and just tune into the fingertips with your hands up in the air. And typically lean back just a little bit, bring your arms back. Ideally, you can practice this in the mirror one time just to see how tip forward you are. So ideally, not that you have to do it, is you're bringing your arms back a little bit if you tend to sway forward. It will just create a more proper posture in your body. Posture is pretty important when it comes to meditation. I can certainly meditate in any position, but the straighter your spine, the less obstruction there is for energy to flow up and down your body. And that's what we want to be able to do, is be able to direct the energy up and down the spine. But we start out by just becoming aware of the energy field. And then we can talk to the energy. So prayer is, all the religious ceremonies are talking to the divine energy. And here we're just becoming aware of our fingertips. We associate that in this little prayer that I do, which is, Dear God, and imagine the greatness of the universe connecting to it. It's always present, but we're bringing it into our awareness. So, Dear God, and slowly bring our arms to the side. So I'm slowly bringing my arms down. And slow movement is what allows you to tune into and resonate with the energy of your field. You have your own energy field. And we want to connect with that energy field, because as we consciously connect with that energy field, it is connecting with our body. We're allowing that connection to be there. And it's the energy field that has the blueprint of our original DNA. And we want to connect with that because due to toxicity and various stresses and whatever, we'll put it that way, the DNA has been altered in our bodies. So we want to just renew our connection to the divine for healing, for blessings. For opening our hearts, for opening our minds to the truth. So what is true? So now your arms are out to the side, and again, now you're starting to feel the tingling throughout your whole arms. And now let's add breathing to it. Just noticing, of course, you're already breathing, but we're going to be consciously breathing with our arms out to the side. And when they get too heavy, you bring them in like this. Okay. Now we can do that. So imagine you're a child sleeping. They often will sleep on their back with their hands open like this because they're really connecting back to their heavenly home. I was I was looking at YouTube, and there's a lot of really weird YouTubes these days. There's a dark force. There's just a concept out there, and I just have to toss it out because it's really getting around, which is this whole idea is, it seems preposterous to others, but people are open to suggestion, talking about as we pass into the next world, into the heavenly world, that we get caught, and there's some painful experience as influences take part of our soul and send us back to another lifetime. Well, this is all nonsense. This is there's so many ideas out there now because we have YouTube and people can speak up, and it's just complete nonsense. And I'll just share my truth. Okay, it's a simple truth, which is, I mean, the other night, not last night, but the other night I had a lucid dream and I went back to heaven. It was just so beautiful. It's spectacular. And it's a bit like a dream in that you have your own dreams, but it manifests as beauty. And for me, it was beautiful Swiss Alps and mountains and valleys and trees. It was like the best vacation ever. And the whole idea of heaven, feel your fingertips as I speak my truth. See, truth is what we're resonating with. And instead of deception and delusion, and which is bad stuff, feel your hands now starting to vibrate. Just feel that energy. And as I talk a little bit, breathe in through your nose. And then exhale. And let your breath be a little deeper than usual. And exhale a little deeper than you inhale. And just keep repeating that. And as you breathe in with awareness, listening to my voice, just let me guide you through this meditation. And allow your awareness to go to your fingertips and your palms and your arms. And draw in like like you're drinking through a straw, energy coming in through your fingertips, down to your palms, into your elbows, up to your shoulders. On the inhale. And on the exhale, make a sound. And send the energy out through the fingertips, offering it up to heaven, old energy, blocked energy. We're recycling the energy in our body that we haven't used. Drawing in energy through your fingertips. Exhaling energy out. drawing in energy through your fingertips and palms, the elbows and shoulders, and sending energy out. And continue that process as I talk. And as you breathe in, extend your belly out. You're filling your belly with pure positive energy. And exhaling the energy and back out through the fingertips. Now we talk about energy going out. This is unused energy. I have a lot today. Sometimes we procrastinate in our life because we have a lot of energy coming in and we don't use it. And when we don't use it, it builds up and it creates kind of a tension. And that tension for women causes them to feel overwhelmed, and they will tend to worry about things and take on more things to do, feel more responsible. And for men, it tends to be the opposite. And that blocked energy is in their body. They will tend to procrastinate from doing anything. So the energy is not being used. It feels like too much to do. I'll just forget it. I'll not do anything for a while. And I'll distract myself by watching the news or watching TV or watching a movie. Or if you have addictions, you'll go and overeat. Women will do that as well with this blocked energy. It leads us towards all of our addictions. See, if we were to do what we're here to do, what we say we're going to do, aligned with our truth, energy would flow through. So yesterday I got back from the editors who do the line edits on my first of 10 books for this year. It came back and it was so amazingly beautiful. I mean, just to see this book. This is called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, Being Happy with or without a man. And it is just beyond what I hoped it could be. It's just amazing. I love it. I think it's fantastic. So what happened is when you're feeling so much love and you've worked so hard for something and you're so satisfied with that, we've been holding our hands up. Now let's bring our hands closer together like this, slowly bringing them together and then slowly pulling them apart. And it's like taffy in between. You're feeling the space between your hands, between your palms, and feeling your fingertips. And you can imagine that whole energy you're feeling is tingling energy. For some, it will become a numbness, which means you're becoming aware that you are already numb. But this practice will gradually open up the channels to receive the divine energy. And for some, there'll be kind of a heat. You hold your hands close, not touching, but just close. And that's part of the transition from numbness to energy flow. And you slowly bring your palms apart. So for me, there was just so much. I just enjoyed it so much that whenever you're feeling love and happiness and satisfaction, you're drawing in energy. And that's you just pull it in. When we align with our heart open, energy flows to us. So it was just so much energy. I wrote to my daughter, I said, it's done, it's beautiful. And I can hardly breathe. It was so good. And I can just, what happens is when you see something, your belief, this is really going to be successful. This is really going to help people. This is aligned with my mission, my destiny, my purpose. So when you do something that feels really good, that feeling good means your channels are open. You're pulling in all this energy, whether you're aware of your fingertips or not. This is just being able to consciously control the energy. And I just felt so good. And I had still a good 4 hours of writing I could have done. Maybe even 6. I could have written till 11 o'clock at night. And anyway, when it came, I just couldn't write anymore. I was blocked. It was amazing, just completely blocked. I just wanted to go watch a movie on TV, a Netflix movie. Just wanted to go eat something a little bit more than I normally would. And it was, I generally don't eat bread. And my daughter had given me some really healthy bread, which is sourdough bread, which is not like really bad like the other ones. All these people with gluten intolerance, they're eating the junk bread, which is processed with GMOs in the fields. It's all processed with GMOs. But sourdough bread is processed differently, so it doesn't have that negative effect. And it's, from a bakery, not mass produced. So anyway, so my energy was just completely blocked. And that's when you have to use willpower to align yourself with the force. So a part of me didn't even want to wake up this morning and come do this meditation. Just thought, I want to sleep in late. And thank goodness I made my commitment that I will do this. And as soon as I'm doing it, I feel fine. Just have to get over that edge when you have resistance. It's because the energy is blocked in the body. And part of that process of freeing yourself is letting the energy that's blocked just flow out. So as we breathe in, the intent is any unused energy. In China, it's called stale energy, stale, blocked energy. Now, if ever you're feeling emotionally distressed, that's experiencing that blocked energy on the emotional body. So we have this emotional body as well. And it takes processing to do that. Sometimes you just have to get over the edge of overcoming your resistance to doing what you've committed to, what's good for you to do. And the energy will start to flow. And when the energy starts to flow on more of a physical level through action, then any emotional issues will eventually show up. Because when it's blocked on the physical, it's also blocked on the emotional, blocked in the mind. Those are the more subtle levels. So it's a matter of just in the meditation, if it shows up, to feel the negative energy. That's emotions. All negative emotions are negative energy. Positive emotions are positive energy. All negative emotions. We're continuing to move our hands slowly back and forth, lighting them up. All negative emotions are blocked energy. All procrastination is blocked energy. And for women, it shows up more as emotion. It can show up for men too, if they're more on their female side. I just wasn't, so it didn't show up as emotion, just avoidance. But for women, it shows up as blocked emotion. Blocked energy shows up as emotion and overreaction. Making mountains out of molehills, self-doubt, upset, judgments, criticism. All of that is different for different people, but it's based upon increased blood flow to the emotional part of the brain. When women experience moderate stress, and that's what this is, just blocked energy is moderate stress. I have to look at my phone in case I'm getting a message on somehow the broadcast isn't working or something. Everything's working fine. So hands coming together and hands coming apart. And so if you have negative emotions, you just feel them. All you have to do is identify them. I was just mentioning that under moderate stress, blocked energy, it's not chronic blocked energy, will show up as frustration and disappointments and worries and feelings of embarrassment. Often some people will translate their worries into concerns. You can always go, what are my concerns today? But if you're stressed, those concerns will be worry. If you're more stressed, then you make cortisol. It will be feelings of anger, sadness, fear, guilt, regret. And if you're even more stressed, you'll be really mad. That's chronic stress all the time. And if your buttons get pushed, then what happens is you feel hurt, you feel scared, you feel ashamed. And bring your hands together slowly. So we're just putting a little movement into our meditation with the intention of, dear God, our hearts are open to you. Come and bless everyone in this meditation. Help us to purify our bodies, our hearts, remove the blocked energy, restore our confidence, restore our commitment. So what is it that you're wanting in your life? Feel what you want. So it's like, good morning, God. Let this be a beautiful day. Let this be a blessed day. Help me to align myself and my motivations to achieve my goals, to do what I'm here to do, to be loving, to be happy, to be fulfilled. Allow that love feeling to flow through my body, through my heart, through my mind. Help heal the body. Help heal my heart. Help heal my mind. And restore my spirit, my connection to spirit. Healing the spirit is we lose our enthusiasm, we lose our spark, we lose our motivation, to have spirit, to be inspired, breathe in life. We lose our inspiration. We lose our motivation. Heal our motivation, heal our spirit. And so when we say our spirit, it's a part of us. Because we have many bodies. We have our mind, we have our body, we have our emotions. Those are the clear bodies, parts of who we are. It's kind of like the American Indians. They would have totem poles, for the different people inside of us, so to speak. We're all one, but we have different parts. And there's one part of us that, whether you're aware of it or not, it's your spirit. It's when you are inspired, when you are excited, when you're motivated, if you're more in terms of your meditation experience, it's a feeling of oneness with the divine. I am one with the divine. That's the spirit, the part of us that knows we're one with the divine. We connect to the divine through our spirit. We are uplifted, So feeling, oh, our hands are just feeling so much energy together. And let's now, having set that intention, we're going to, dear God, our hearts are open to you. Come, fill us with your healing energy. Bless us today. And use this meditation. Use this group meditation and everybody in the meditation to draw in your energy and to take away our blocked energy. So what are we using? We're going to use our breathing. I think that'll be our focal point today, together as a group, using our group consciousness, using the breath. Fill us with your love energy and your healing energy, and take away the blocked energy on the exhale. And let it flow out our fingertips. And just for the minds, this is all very mental, to sort of use imagination in this to direct energy. It's easier to imagine something in front of you that you're sending that energy to. So that's the frequency of something that you're anchoring into. So we're going to use the frequency of a forest. So just imagine in front of you, surrounding you is a beautiful forest. Big, tall trees. As we walk through the forest, using this forest, imagine walking through a forest. On a trail, we come to, oh, it's so beautiful, a waterfall. A gigantic waterfall. So we decide we're going to sit down next to that waterfall. And all that water streaming. And we're surrounded by a forest. We're sitting on the ground. As we're sitting there, it feels like this is the perfect spot for this meditation. The water is pouring down. The trees are surrounding you. And you look up and you see the beautiful blue sky. And if it's late at night for you, you can look up and imagine you see a beautiful, beautiful starry night. And all around you in the forest, you can hear pretty little bird sounds, nature alive, vibrant. Feeling comfortable and at ease. So we use this environment, use the forest and the water and the sky and the breath. Take away the blocked energy in our bodies. Using this natural frequencies right now. Take away the blocked energy in our body, in our heart. Anything that's holding us back. Take away this blocked energy. So I've had my hands still. I'm very much aware of my palms. I'm just putting them out in front of me. So the movements, if you want to take a moment to open your eyes, they go up. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Come. Fill us with your healing energy. Bless us today. Use this beautiful scene, the ocean, the waterfall, the forest, sky, and our breath. Use this whole field to take away our blocked energy, and through the earth frequency, send us your energy. And they come into our fingertips right now. So this is another level of this right now. By your healing angels, bless each person in this meditation. There's little we have to do. We set the intention. We can relax right now. By your grace, using this beautiful vision of nature. Right now, by your grace. Fill us with your love energy, using this force, filling us up and taking away blocked energy. And then you relax and you say thank you in your heart. And now we're going to focus a little bit on what we're grateful for as we imagine the energy flowing in on the inhale and out on the exhale. Flowing in through your fingertips, flowing out of your fingertips to your palms on the inhale, to your elbows on the inhale, to your shoulders, to your chest, your torso, breathing in, filling your chest with light energy. Exhaling down the arms and through the hand, through the fingertips, to Mother Nature. Breathing in the energy through your fingertips, up your elbows, to your shoulders, to your heart, chest, and your inside your chest, the heart. Heal our hearts. Next to the lungs. Breathing in always a little deeper. Exhaling with a ha sound. Letting the awareness go to the liver. To purify your body. To heal your body. Go over to the left side of the body, to the stomach and the intestines. Go to the gut, colon, all the way into the pelvic area. Let the energy flow from the front to the back, to the kidneys. Coming from the fingertips up to the shoulders, down the torso, filling the belly with light. Send the energy back out through your fingertips. And now let it go down to your knees on the inhale. And go down to your ankles. To your feet. Wiggle your toes. Let the energy go all the way down to your toes. And now back up the legs. Up to the knees, and then to the base of the spine. Using the forest, the waterfall, and energies of nature, drawing it in with the inhale. And sending it out to your fingertips. And from the base of the spine, let it begin to rise up slowly. Don't have to rush. With every inhale, circulate it through your body, all the way down, back up to the base of the spine, 2 inches. As it moves up the spine, as the energy slowly moves up the spine with your intention, drawing it in. It may be a cold-like energy. The cold energy is because we're drawing our attention through spirit to the base of the spine and drawing it up. If you were just focusing at the base of your spine, you might experience overheating. And that is often called the Kundalini awakening, where it heats up, but there's no spirit to keep it cool. So we balance the energy of the heavens and the earth. And now draw it up 4 inches. And go back down. Draw it up 4 inches. And now 6 inches. And now 8 inches. And these are just rough figures. Some of our spines are longer than others. We're up around behind the navel right now. Each time drawing in through your fingertips, pulling in up to the spine, including our whole body, energy flowing in, down to our feet, coming up to the spine, drawing it up to the solar plexus. They're like drinking it in through a straw. And let your breathing be a little longer on the inhale and exhale. Sending old block energy out, bringing in positive energy. And now drawing it up behind where you center of your chest, the heart energy center. Up to the center of your chest. Letting the energy go down the spine, down to the feet on the exhale, up the body, out to the hands. Drawing the energy up even more on the inhale to behind where the spine connects with the skull, the atlas. Now drawing the energy in through the fingertips, down the body, up the spine, to the back of the head. Breathing in, always up to the shoulders, down to the toes, up the spine, into the back of the head. On the exhale, sending the energy back out to the fingertips, through the whole body, allowing the whole body to exhale through the fingertips. And now from the back of the head, let the energy expand and move forward to the forehead. Let your head be illuminated with light. Just imagine light, 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 light. Let the light grow stronger. As your whole body is filled with energy and letting go of darkness on the exhale. Light, 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 light. We call on God's angels to bless us today, filling our heads with your light and divine energy. Light, light, light. In your mind, just think light. Imagine it. You're repeating very, very fast. Even faster now, even brighter. Now, as you're pulling in energy on the inhale, just breathing in light, going through your whole body, light, 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 light. Exhaling all the dark energy, breathing in light. Exhaling darkness. Breathing in light. Tingling energy in your hands and your arms, your chest, all the way down to your legs, to your feet, up your spine. Filling your back of your head with light, your forehead. Now focus on the energy in the back of your head, letting it go to the forehead. Let it come back from the forehead. And as we go from the back of the brain to the forehead, right now imagine energy flowing from the bottom of your spine to the top of your head. Energy flowing up from the spine to the top of your head. Energy flowing from the right ear to the left ear. Energy flowing from the back of the head to the front of the forehead. And as the energy flows all the way from the base of the spine to the top of the head, draw the energy down, back down to the base of the spine. Moving it up to the top and down to the bottom. Imagine it now moving up the spine, circling back down and around the bottom of the spine. You're connecting the earth to the heavens. Drawing an energy at the base of the spine to the top of the head, pulling it back down and circling back up. This is called circling the energy. With every inhale, the circle spins faster. On the exhale, it just continues with momentum. And then drawing in again, it goes faster. And exhale, it's like it automatically spins momentum. Inhale, spins faster. For light gets brighter. Exhale, effortlessly, it just continues flowing in a circle, up and down. You imagine your whole body filled with tingling energy and light. We call on the Holy Spirit, the Great Spirit, the divine energy to bless everyone here today as this energy flows in and through us to the world. Let your hands now come up in front of you, like when you were offering something, palms up. And I'm doing like this, just sort of sending the energy out like that. And let the energy flow up and down, back of the head to the forehead, from the right ear to the left. Now let the energy flow out. This is going to be the energy from your heart. From your head, now your heart begins, and chest swells with light, fills with love. Think about the people you love. Let the energy flow through you to the people you love. Bless them. Let God's energy flow to them, to what is needed by them. Help to heal them. Bless their day. Bring good things into their life. It's not for us to decide, but to call upon their angels, to feed their angels with love and light, activating comforting them. And you do this by imagining those people in your life as you're sending energy, you're creating a vision, you're holding an idea of them being happy, seeing them being happy, seeing them being healthy. Imagine a dialogue happening where they're saying something. Something good has happened in their life. Something wonderful has happened. And now hold a picture of something that you want to happen that will bless your life. Maybe for me it'll be, someone's reading my book and saying it's such a fantastic book. It's so powerful, so wonderful, so helpful. What are they saying? That's what I would look at. Think of something you want. It's happening. What are people saying to you about that? Or maybe the very thing you want is them saying what you want to hear. Hold that vision now in this space. As you hold these visions, see yourself, how you would feel. Notice how you feel as your dreams are being realized in front of you. As you're participating in that future picture, how are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you wanting and wishing? As you imagine this really, really, really happening, be thankful to God. Be thankful to the universe. Be thankful to life, the source of life. Thank you so much. This is just what I want. Thank you so much. This is just what I want. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. Just what I need is happening in my life. Just what I want is happening in my life. I love my life. And my life is wonderful. I have a bright future. Everything is turning around for me and for the people I love, helping me align with my mission, my purpose. Thank you. Feel the gratitude in your heart as if what you want is happening right now. Affirm, I'm so lucky, so happy, I'm so grateful. And with that, we say thank you. We bring our awareness back in present time, trusting that right now, we are in the process of making this happen. God's angels are working for us, helping us, supporting us as we align ourselves with the universal intelligence and energy of life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And bring your palms together and rub them together. It's kind of like coming back into the physical realm. You can pat your body. You can rub your face. Imagine you're putting wonderful golden pixie dust all over your body. A radiant body. When I count to 3, we'll open our eyes and feel peace and feel delight and feel happy and feel lucky and feel grateful. 1, 2, 3. That's our session for today. That was a lovely meditation. Thank you all for joining me. It's, I want to make sure give thanks to Soul Search, where you can come to the various Soul Search events around the Western United States, California mainly, I think, but it's online. You can go online to Soul Search, and there's lots of wonderful teachers. It looks like I'll be coming to the Santa Cruz Expo on May 17th. Don't miss it. I'm looking forward to that, seeing my friends in Santa Cruz. That's going to be at Scotts Valley. It's a expo, psychic healing fair, lots of far out people there. It's a wonderful, wonderful group of people, and I show up. It's a small group generally, and I get to try out some of the ideas that are coming to me as I'm writing my books. You know, I have my goal, my intention is to write 10 books this year, and although, you know, what is it? I started it towards the end of January, so February, March, April. So it took 3 months to get a almost finished product of the first book, but I'm almost finished with the second book, and I've got most of the third book and outlines for 10 books. So we'll see if I can get all 10 done by the end of the year. That's been my goal. But even if I was to do one and it was finished and it was on Amazon, it was available to everybody, I will be very, very happy. As I mentioned, you shoot for the stars, and you at least we're going to get to the moon. And I'm very happy if I get to the moon on this one, but I think I'll get all 10. I'm renewing my motivation and thinking big. It's always good to go a little bit beyond. It gives you a little more momentum, as long as you don't get too attached to having to do everything you're setting your goal to. It's fluidity. Also, we're working with the designers on the Mars Venus Heart Space app. I've been using the app quite regularly. It's quite wonderful. It's just a way to check in with your feelings very quickly, interacting. And in the app, it asks you some questions. You then answer the questions. It then takes what's going on in your life and it writes the feeling letter, exercise, or process, where you write your feelings to somebody and you imagine them responding to you, and then you look at how you respond back. And it does that all for you. And it's fantastic because it's so easy to do. You know, I've been teaching that process since 1983, I think. And I in my classes, it's changed people's lives, and the people who actually do it will tell me just an amazing tool to shift, to just unload a weight on their life. But most people don't do it because we avoid our feelings. And when you have when you can go to your phone and push a little button, it is automatic and it writes the letter for you, and all you have to do is read it. You get the same results. I don't know if it's exactly the same results. In some ways, it's even better, because when you first do your questioning, it will feed back to you what you're saying. Even that active listening is very powerful. In one of my books that I wrote, it will go in a future book, but I'm talking about the research on active listening. And active listening is really, really helpful from a point of view, like in business, So what you're asking me is that your plan is this, and you want this done, you want this done. It gives somebody a mirror to sort of hear what they're saying. And to know that you also understand what they're saying. So that's one aspect of active listening. And it's done in therapy, where so what you're saying is this, and what your plan is this, and so what I'm hearing is this. But it was recommended for couples to do. And it turns out that research was done and couples never do it either. It's like the feeling letter. People don't want to write the feeling letter, even though it's really, really good. But when it comes to active listening, it's so artificial. It feels artificial because you're already connected with somebody. And so for them to then go into their mind and reflect back what you said, you will feel the disconnection from them. So when you're already connected to somebody, and now you want to stay connected to the heart, for them to regurgitate and reflect back what you're saying. So what you're saying is this and this and this. It immediately disconnects you from the connection you were feeling before. And so it feels artificial. It feels fake. It's not very real. And it feels that way because you disconnect from what's real, is this emotional connection you have with the people that you care about and you love. So therapists can do this until you start having a real heartfelt connection with your clients. And then again, it will feel artificial. My way of doing that is reflecting back. So it's not artificial. Is so this reminds me of a story in my life and I will do a reflection back in terms of how I relate to their experience. This reminds me of another client, and they're going through this. I remember in my own marriage, I was going through this. So I give an example from my life, which mirrors what they're going through. And that can be very, very helpful. That's why, the groups like AA or support groups and so forth, when you can hear other people going through similar experiences that you're going through, you get to look out there. Oh, that's me over there. I'm like that in some way, and I'm not like that in another way. So it helps define self-awareness. It helps self-realization. By seeing yourself in another, you'll see how you connect to them. But in seeing how you connect to them, you immediately see how you're different from them. And that creates a self-awareness, which is, we're trying to get to an awareness of the real truth of who we are and what we feel and what we think and what we're here for and what we're here to do. This is all part of self-realization. So ironically, by hearing other people, if they're telling the truth, that's the key. If people are just lying, which is all commercials are lying, they're not real. I remember with my one of my daughters, when she was really little and she was watching the commercial, she said, "This is the very best." I went, "Daddy, this is the very best. You don't need that one." And she says, I said, "No, this is the one that's best." And she goes, "But TV said this is best." And I said, "Yeah, but TV doesn't always tell the truth." And she says, "What? They lie? TV lies?" It was like, to the child, it's inconceivable with everybody be watching this and they could just say this is the new and the better and better than anything else. And the number one, it was a lie. TV lies all the time. And we just have to be aware that everything you hear is a partial truth. And much of what we say to ourselves is a partial truth. It's like if you were to say, "Oh, I'm not good. I lost money." Well, that's a partial truth. But I am good. I got up in the morning and did my meditation, and then I helped all these people, and I did this nice thing here. And it's always, whenever you're experiencing any negativity, it's always a partial truth. There's so much positivity. And that's why in my book that I'm just finishing now, not the one that came to me all edited, but it's How to Talk to a Man so He'll Listen, is you never talk to a man about what you're feeling about him if it's negative. Never. Just don't say it. There's no point in saying it. You say, well, you stepped on my foot. You're okay. Even to say you stepped on my foot can be construed as blame, and he'll shut down and stop listening. Anytime a man feels in any way criticized, judged, and whatever, his ability to feel will disappear, just disappears. And unless he's in a high stress state, then he'll become emotionally upset. Okay, but the first stress reaction a man has, we all have a stress reaction when we're confronted, when we're challenged in some way. And if we're challenged a lot, it will go into cortisol. If we're challenged moderately, where we still feel in control of ourselves, we have confidence, it's going to be adrenaline. And when adrenaline gets produced, you can measure the biochemistry of a man's brain compared to a woman's. And for a man, when the biochemistry is such that the brain wiring, oh, I have this talk I have to give now. I want to thank all of you for joining me today. And let me just check here. I have a, hello?
Hi, I'm looking for John Gray.
Yeah, what's this about?
Hi, my name is Jasmine Serratos. I work with Keith. I'm not sure if you received that order that he sent to you a little while ago.
Let me call you right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I have to give a talk to Norway today, and I thought that might have been that call. So, anyway, good news is that when you do the Venus talk, which as I explained is how to talk to a man so he'll listen, you talk about your emotions. That turns on his mirror cell so he can hear you. Otherwise, he can't hear you. Women can. Women's emotion. If you confront a woman, 8 times more blood flows to the emotional part of the brain. Her mirror cells open up. She feels what you feel, and it's whoa. Okay, and she has strong feelings. But for a man, all feelings disappear as soon as he feels confronted and challenged, but he still has confidence. His mirror cells close down. But you can open those so actually can empathize with you and feel, and he will feel differently than a woman. He feels compassion, whereas women feel empathy. And this is measured in the brain, okay? So this is not just me explaining it, because when a man listens, why does he always want to solve the problem? It's because it activates a part of him that wants to help you. He just doesn't know how to help you. So it will help women explain, this is how you can help me. Don't say anything, don't speak, just hear what I have to say. So then he'll do that. And what will happen is he'll feel compassion for you. He'll want to help you more. Men lose motivation in relationships. Men lose motivation in life when they're not feeling loved and supported. And then they get caught up in all their addictions and whatever. Anyway, so those are some of the ideas of the book. It's really very fun to write it, to have these new biological insights that really back up everything I've ever talked about, but even give more clarity, which allows me to be a little bit more dramatic about it. You know, like men go to their cave, don't bother them women. It's basically what happens is mirror cells shut down, and by bothering him means don't give a negative message to him. Like, why aren't you talking to me? Tell me what you feel. He feels nothing. He has nothing to say. So, and then I would say you go to the cave, you get the dragon, because once you pester a guy when he doesn't want to talk, then he goes into a higher state, which is he gets emotions. His mirror cells don't open up to you. What they do is their still stay closed, but his own emotions will come forth. So then he becomes emotional as opposed to hearing what you have to say. There's just so much good information in this new book. And I think I'm going to release it August 1st, all 3 books at the same time. That's a goal that I have. And because each book refers to the other book, you know, which is be happy with with a man without a man, is you have to learn how to be happy inside. And then the other one is how to talk to a man. But talking to a man and he'll listen is really great to have. But it's not going to work unless you know how to be happy inside. Because the way you can really open a man up is by not looking to him for everything. So first you learn how to be happy. Then you learn how to get a man to make you happier. And then once you're happier, then look at how you unknowingly sabotage your relationship through expecting a man to respond like women do. And that's a book called What to Do and Not to Do When Men Pull Away and Disappear. So this is for single women. They're just going, what happened? You know, what happened? And for married women, when their husbands are just lose interest in them, what happened? What happened to the passion? And of course, then how to bring back the passion. So this is a nice series of 3 books. which will eventually turn into 10 books. But it won't all be for women. There'll also be some books in there for men and women to read. So thanks, everybody. I'm moving on to a talk I have to give. I wish you all the very best. Tell your friends about our meditations, and thank you for joining me.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for the Radiant Mind Meditation with Dr. John Gray, the #1 trusted relationship expert, the author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. What many people don't know is that John Gray spent 9 years as a celibate monk and the personal assistant to the founder of Transcendental Meditation. During this time, he learned powerful meditation practices and techniques, which he has developed and refined for the last 50 years. He now brings us his resonance, wisdom, and energy every week on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. on the Soul